For the second time in his first three starts, Falcons rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. favored by more than a touchdown. Can he cover the spread like he did versus the Giants 2 weeks ago? That's the question I'll be answering for you in just a minute, of course. You can always let me know how you are betting this Week 18 matchup between Atlanta and Carolina by commenting down below. As a reminder, I did cash both of my NFL sides last week. The only two underdogs that covered, Cardinals and Giants. I'm on a 7-2 all sports run entering Friday, so be sure to head on over to wt.buzz/BP for all of my top selections after you're done watching this video. Now, I already mentioned that this is not the first time Penix has been favored by more than a touchdown in his career 2 weeks ago. His very first start, Falcons closed -7.5 here at home against the Giants, ended up covering quite easily, in fact, eventually winning 34-7. But note, the Falcons did benefit from two defensive touchdowns in that game. The Falcons were not as lucky last week at Washington, where they lost in overtime by a score of 30-24. Bad beat there for Atlanta backers, as it's not often you can't cover the plus 3.5 in OT. Plus, Falcons actually led that game 17-7 at the half. The loss means Atlanta not only needs to win this week, but also have Tampa Bay lose, which seems unlikely given the Buccaneers are double-digit favorites at home versus the Saints. So Tampa Bay probably winning the NFC South again. Atlanta will be on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. Now, Carolina obviously has nothing to play for here in Week 18. They've been dead and buried for quite some time now. They enter the game off a 48-14 loss to the Bucks. Did the Falcons no favor? The loss leaves Carolina at 3-13 straight up for the season. However, there are some key trends supporting a play on the Panthers here in Week 18. Prior to last week, the team had covered 6 in a row as underdogs. Raheem Morris is just 12-23 ATS at home in his head coaching career. He's also just 6-9 ATS when favored by more than 3 points. That's home or away. Lastly, the Falcons just 1-5-1 against the spread their last 7 games overall. Remember, must win does not necessarily mean will win. Now, I do anticipate Atlanta is probably going to win on Sunday. Certainly, both Penix and Morris need this to end the season on a high note. But some scoreboard watching, okay, if they look up, see Tampa Bay's big up big on New Orleans, that could kill the Falcons' motivation late in the game. Open the back door for Carolina if things aren't already close. The Falcons will know they have no shot at making the playoffs if they see the Bucks up big. So that is something to consider. You may also want to consider betting the first half over in this game. This season, that particular bet has hit in 13 of Carolina's 16 games. So I'm giving you 2 ways to bet on this game. That would be Panthers +8 and the first half over 23.5. Go ahead, smash that like button if you are in agreement with me on either of those 2 bets. Again, feel free to comment down below if perhaps you have a different outlook on Panthers Falcons. A reminder, you can find all of my top selections for the weekend at wt.buzz/BP, where for a limited time, you can get a full month of winners free of charge. Yes, you heard that correctly. Right now at wagerstalk.com, with the purchase of a 90-day all access, we will throw in an additional 30 days of service at no cost. So you're covered for the next 120 days. That's the rest of the football season, not to mention through March Madness and into the NBA playoffs. You can always check me out elsewhere here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel with the Power 5 and Morning Wager. That's more free winners each and every day on both of those shows. So make sure you're subscribed to the Wager Talk YouTube channel. And until next time, guys, let's cash some tickets.